Hello everyone, I am Hazara Storm and this is Kerbal Space Program on Hard. Now today's mission is to rescue some people out of orbit. We have to rescue Aureliana Kerman from orbit of Kerbin, and we have to rescue Stake Kerman from orbit of the Moon. So without further ado, let's get this done and let's start the missions. So we are nearing now first stage. Well, actually it's the second stage because the first stage was the booster stage. So we have second stage separation now, and we are on to our last stage, third stage, and space stage, if you want to call it. And we are using the Crash Tour 1 as a rescue vessel because it has seating for 2 people. I don't think I will be able to rescue 2 people at once. Oh, there we go. Set this as target. Now, I am behind, so I should have a lower orbit, but as... She has an apoapse of 80 and 80, okay. 78,000 apoapse, 88,000 apoapse. So for this rendezvous, I have to circularize my orbit in a way that both my apoapse and my periapse are close to the 70 kilometers mark. That way I will go around faster than Aureliana's hip, and I will catch up with her. That's what I want to do. So now let's get our apoapse to 70 kilometers. 70 kilometers would be the best number to go by. Okay, so now we have our orbit set. All I have to do is at periapsis burn retrograde, so I bring down my apoapse a bit, and I will be catching up with Aureliana's hip anytime. Okay, we're catching up slowly but steadily. There we go. We have a separation of only 73 kilometers, which is good. Okay, so now I'm going to burn retrograde just to bring down my apoapse. Now, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to match our orbital planes right here. In the descending node, I'm going to ascend like this, matching the orbital planes. And now that the maneuver is set up, I'm going to execute it. And here we are executing the orbital planes. The orbital plane change maneuver. Now, let's get this done right. And there we go. And now we are in the same orbital plane. And all we have to do is wait until we catch up. Okay, I set up my maneuver to catch up with Aurelian's hip. And here we are. Our closest approach will be at 1 kilometer if I do everything right, and maybe I will be able to adjust it just so we are even closer. Now we are almost there, and let's see, 10 meters per second only delta V. Alright. Now only 2 more meters per second delta V. Okay, 0.3. Let's see how close we can get. Separation is going down. 3 kilometers, 2 kilometers, 1 kilometer, 400 meters, 200 meters, and that's as good as it gets. I mean, we are going to pass 200 meters away from the Aureliana's hip. So I think that's quite good. Let's jump forward until we meet. And here we are. we are passing by Aureliana's heap, and it's running away from us. So all I have to do is burn prograde to the target. There we go. Move the prograde marker just so we are aiming at the target. Unfortunately, we are doing the orbital rendezvous at night, which is not as good as it could be. But look at this, we got a record here. We have performed a rendezvous maneuver around Kerbin, and rendezvous 2 vessels in orbit around Kerbin, another 30,000 and 6 science, nice. So now I have enough science to buy a new technology. Alright, let's get us closer to the vessel. And here we are, almost ready. Now all I have to do is change the vessel. There we are. Now, I don't know why, but it's spinning like crazy. So, yeah. Okay, so we have control of Aureliana right now. All I have to do is get her close. Get her close to the ship. Okay, there we go. Now let's change the ship. Not this one, this one. Okay. Lindbeth, you are going on a VA as well. Just so Aureliana can board. There we go. Okay, Aureliana, now is your time. Hello, Lindbeth. Yeah, hello, Aureliana. They have never met, but I bet they are happy to see each other. Especially Aureliana is happy to see Lindbeth. Okay, so let's transfer the crew. Okay, transfer crew. Aureliana, transfer her there. Okay, and now Lindbeth, you can board again. Well, look at this. Isn't this a beautiful morning? To be doing orbital rendezvous, to be rescuing people. So we have a new addition, a new pilot in our team. Her name is Aureliana. There we go, we can board. And there we go, we have rescued Aureliana. Okay, crew transfer. Aureliana Kerman is now part of our space program. Good, good, good. Now, question is, will we be able to... Well, let me just unset the target. Raster 1, Aureliana's heap, unset target. Thank you. Now, I have to see the moon. Ooh. He is at a very low orbit. Now I don't think I'm going to be able to make the rescue yet. So the rescue of Stake is going to wait for another time. Right now I'm going to get Aureliana safely back to the surface of Kerbin. So yeah, see you on the ground. Actually, you know what? I changed the idea. I'm going to try to go for it. I'm going to try to make the maneuver to rescue that guy. If we run out of Delta V, then we run out of Delta V, and we'll have to rescue everyone. Now let's get as close as we can. There we go. And we're starting the burn here. So all we have to do is get this maneuver done. We will go to the moon. We will get our periapsis as low as we can. Now I have to check his orbit. He's going... Okay, he's going that way. He's going that way. We are going to go that way as well. We are going to go counterclockwise. So... This is good. I have set the right maneuver. And here we are. Let's just do the final touches for our orbit. Now let's try to get the 11,000 right there. We have 11,000 moon periapses, and let's see how are we going to do this. Now I set up a maneuver here, right here, that should get me into closing distance, the next orbit. So we are going to have to expend 200 delta V. Now, I do hope that we will have enough delta V to get out of orbit, and if not, then we'll have to send a rescue mission, another rescue mission to rescue the rescue mission. That's it, that's right. That might just happen. There we go. Well, we cannot see anything because it's night right now. Okay, let's get this as close as we can. Well, 3 kilometers, nice. All I have to do now is match the orbital planes at the descending node. There we go. Just a tiny bit. There we go. Now all we have to do is match our planes, and here we are with the maneuver, just matching our orbital planes. There we go, and we have no inclination whatsoever. Intersection is at 2 kilometers. Okay, and apparently it bugged out and I cannot set maneuver nodes again, so I'll have to exit and come back. So let's try and make our rendezvous. Get closer. No, not like this. We have to burn prograde then. There we go. If we burn a bit prograde, we will get closer. A closer rendezvous. There we go, 600 meters. 200 meters, perfect. 200 meters, that's good enough for me. So let's just do the rendezvous. And here we see as our vessels are approaching. Rendezvous is in 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. There we go. We can see where it is now. We will have to burn 90 meters per second of delta V, and we are on a very tight budget of delta V right now. So let's try to make it as efficient as possible. Okay, we are 23 meters out, so we can just stake Kerbin. Apparently she's a girl as well. She's an engineer. So yeah, I cannot see where the vessel is, unfortunately. So I'm going to board again. I'm going to change the vessel. And I'm going to wait until we are on the day side. And here we are, we have a nice morning, and we are just going to pass by here. Good, nice. We're very close. I think we might just hit each other, or maybe not. Okay, so let's EVA with Lindbeth. Let's change to stake. Let's go on EVA as well. Okay. And let's try to get close. Now, Lindbeth, it's your turn. Turn on the lights. And now stake. You're going in. Now, carefully now. We don't want anything to happen. Grab it, board, and transfer the crew here. Transfer the crew from here to here. Good. And now change to Lindbeth Kerman. There we go. Grab it. Okay, no, not like that. Grab it and board it. Grab and board. Board. There we go. Now we have very little fuel left. So I don't know how we are going to do this. Okay. So 270 meters of delta V, that's what we need. And I don't know if we're going to make it, sincerely. Now we have here Stake Kerman is now part of the space program. And we have performed a rendezvous around the moon, and we have performed a crew transfer near the moon. Okay. But question is, are we going to need... will we need to make a rescue mission to rescue the rescue mission? Now that's the question. Because if we are going to need to do that, well then... just before I forget, let's take the crew report here. Okay. And now let's wait for the maneuver. And here we are, doing the maneuver. Now let's hope that we can make it. There we go. 100 meters more, just 100 meters more. Just a few meters more. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We're very tight on our fuel budget. But I think we're going to make it just right. There we go. Let's see what's our periapsis. I have just enough fuel to do a few adjustments to our periapsis. There we go. Kerbin periapsis 29,000 kilometers, and that's it. We have rescued them. We have rescued Aureliana Kerman and Stake Kerman, and here we are leaving the moon. Let's enjoy the sights. Kerbin there in the distance, and the moon, this big black thing right now, because we are on the dark side of the moon. And here we see a magnificent sight. Kerbal, the sun, we have the moon there, and there we have Kerbin. That's where we are going now. So let's see if we can make it safely. Now, as always, I will ditch this stage because we don't have any fuel left in it. So let's ditch it. Let's drop the stage. Nice. Now our periapsis is still good. And here we are starting to re-enter the atmosphere. Now we are going to be re-entering at night, so the fireworks will be very, very nice. And yeah, I will leave you with the fireworks if you want to watch them. So here we go. Now this is very close to exploding again. Every mission I do with this is very close to exploding always. It's always very close to exploding. I don't like that, but that's the way we have to roll. Now 2 missions have been successful, so let's hope that the 3rd mission is going to be successful as well. Now I can only hope here. That's all I can do. Because if not, then 3 people are going to die. And I'm going to lose some reputation here and some money needing to recruit new people. Now I'm thinking that I'm going to stop using this vessel for re-entry because of what's happening here right now. The red bar is very close to its maximum, so it means that it's very close to exploding, and I do not like that. It's keeping me on edge here. It's keeping me on edge, and let's just see if it explodes or not. Okay, and we have run out of electric charge right now, so I cannot do anything whatsoever. I mean, nothing. There's nothing I can do right now. I have no control over this. All I can do is hope that it doesn't explode, because we have run out of electric charge right now. So yeah, it's just in a stable position right now. It's not exploding, which is good. Now we are going to skim the atmosphere. We're going to go back up, and then we are going to re-enter again. And I hope that we're going to survive that re-entry. And here we are starting to re-enter again. This time we are starting the re-entry on the day side. And yeah, hopefully we will be able to see what's happening. Now I don't know if we're going to explode or not. Maybe yes, maybe not. Only time will tell. Fortunately the design is sound, so it faces the right way when re-entering. Now it's not a perfect facing, but it's a good one. So yeah, let's see how it goes. So I think we're mostly safe here. The re-entry is mostly safe now. Luckily the components are good enough that they can survive the heating. So, and the design is also good. So all I will have to do is wait until we are low enough to open everything that I have to open and to land. And here we are landing on the desert. We have no electric charge, so the landing will be a bit rough. There we go. And we have landed, and we have Aureliana Kerman and Steak Kerman with us now. So, 2 more additions to our space program, 2 successful missions in one go. We just barely made it again. It seems like I like doing things just right, just kind of right, you know. Just barely made it. But look at that, we have a lot of funds now. Let's see this. Now, 23,000 from science data from space around the moon. Now we have rescued Aureliana Kerman, so that's 33,000. We have rescued Steak Kerman from orbit, that's 88,000. So yeah, we have now a lot of money. So first thing I'm going to do is upgrade the assembly building. And with the assembly building upgraded, now we can start doing some interesting missions. Now, next thing I'm going to do is the research or technology, which I think this technology is what I want right now. Although it wouldn't be a bad idea to research this technology. Now, let me think about it. I think this is the way to go. I mean, I will unlock the Poodle liquid fuel engine, which has a very high specific impulse in the vacuum of 350 compared to the Terrier, which has a 345, so it's right there in efficiency. Or I could just try to make bigger rockets with the parts I have already and unlock fairings. So I could also unlock a new space probe and photovoltaic panels and batteries. That's also a good choice. Or a new science experiment. That's also a good one. Or reaction control system. So I don't know what I'm going to choose. I'm probably just going to think about it for a while. Thank you for watching. I've been Hazard Storm. I hope you've enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, comment. If you have anything to say, please comment. Leave a comment below. And goodbye and take care.